Hello, everyone. I'm Hayden Guenzler.
And I'm Dani Marques. And in our February edition, we'll be bringing the first Career Spotlight interview. We'll be bringing outstanding professionals in different fields of business for you to get a feel of how it is to be in certain industries.
Today, we get to sit down with Mike Gessell, a financial advisor at the Legacy Wealth Management Group at Morgan Stanley. Mike got to tell us a little bit as his expertise as a financial advisor, as well as share about his transition from college to the career field. Thank you guys so much for joining.
Thank you. And we're on. Welcome everyone to the first M&G Career Spotlight. I'm Dani Marques.
And I'm Hayden Guenzler. And today we are sitting down with a financial advisor from the Legacy Wealth Management Group at Morgan Stanley, Mike Gessell. You may also recognize him from the Iowa basketball team in 2012 through 2015. Well, Mike, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me. It's fun to be a part of it.
Yeah, it's great to see you. Can we hear a little bit about who you are, maybe your background in college, where you're at now, and some things you like to do for fun?
Yeah. So, my name's Mike Gessell, as you just said. I'm originally from Nebraska. Grew up there, born and raised, small town, South Sioux City, and then decided to go to Iowa to play basketball. It was my dream always to play in the Big Ten. I had offers to go to Stanford, was probably my second choice, and Harvard was probably my close third. So I had some, academics had always been really important to me. So I had those opportunities, but the Big Ten had always been the dream, and I don't regret that at all. I loved going to Iowa, loved my time there, loved the coaches. So that's kind of what went into that decision. And I was a finance major. I was able to graduate in 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Doing that, and then I did 1 year of grad school in sports management, mainly because I had to take classes my senior year to stay eligible, and I figured I'd worked hard for 3 years. I could pick something that I thought would be more fun to learn about. But anyways, after that, I played 1 year professionally in Denmark. I lived overseas, played in maybe 11 or 12 different countries and saw the world. And after that 1 year, I had opportunities to go other places, but I was just at the point that I was ready to move on and start my finance career. It's once the NBA dream was kind of gone, I was ready to move on, ready to move to the next step, and that's when I found a great spot at Morgan Stanley. I was able to join a team of guys that I love working with, and I'm a financial advisor here, which is, I knew that's what I wanted to do after basketball, and yeah, just kind of the stars aligned, and loving what I'm doing now.
Awesome. Wow, that's a big journey from going from Iowa, graduating in 3 years, playing in Denmark. That sounds like a great experience. About this, a lot that happened there. That's awesome. So, if you could put in your own words, what is a financial advisor?
Yeah, it's man. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. I think if I've had to put it in my own words, it's really helping families navigate finances, and you almost become you become close friends with all your clients, because finances are such a huge part of your life, and you can use them to really advance yourself, or they can be a huge burden on your family as well if you don't use it the right way. So just am fortunate to be able to help families with that. And that's a long-winded answer, but it's hard to put into just one sentence of what a financial advisor does.
That's cool. So what, so like a typical Tuesday, I don't know if typical exists in your world, but what does a typical day
Yeah.
look like for you as a financial advisor?
Yeah, well, you're exactly right. I mean, every day is different, and that's one of the things I love about this job. I'm not going and just sitting behind a computer all day. Some days I'm traveling to go see clients. I'm on the phone a lot, talking to people, talking to clients, talking to prospects. This job, I would say the first couple of years. So if I'm talking to someone that's wanting to get into this business, I would say the first couple of years it is more of a sales position. Not that you're trying to sell things, but I mean, you could be the best financial advisor or best money manager in the world, but if you don't have any clients, what good does that do? So you really have to network and meet those people, gain their trust so that they want to work with you and grow your business. And then from there, you get to do a lot of the fun stuff, which is, managing money. Well, the stuff that I really like, really getting deep into the markets and then financial planning and all of that. But yeah, a typical day, I mean, I come into the office, I don't know, 8 o'clock, on the phone a lot, mainly talking to clients or talking to prospects, potential clients, and setting up meetings. And, it's a lot of being in front of people, which I like.
Yeah, awesome. So I wanted to ask, what made you interested about financial markets and capital markets, and what was that was shining for you on that side of finance?
Yeah, I've always loved math to begin with. So when I was going to college, I actually thought about engineering, thought about maybe being an actuary, and then finance. And I don't know. I decided my whole family had done business routes and decided I wanted to try finance. And from there, I took a few of the electives at Iowa where you can really do a lot of different, get a taste of a lot of different areas of finance, because there's a lot of routes to go. So I didn't know exactly what route I wanted to go, but I just knew I loved the markets. I loved business. I loved all of that. I didn't know if I wanted to be like investment banking and go on Wall Street, or if I wanted to be in private equity, or so in college I did an internship with a wealth management firm by Iowa City, and it was through that internship where I decided financial advising was right for me. And the main driver of that was just the people that you get to meet and being in front of clients and really having a direct impact on their lives. So that's what drew me to the business, and loved it.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's so many fields of finance, let alone business. So I think it's cool we get to sit down and kind of get a glance of your day. For a lot of students, entering the workforce very soon, in a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is, a lot of people are looking for a job. They feel important at, and they feel like they're adding something to society or their community they're in. As a financial advisor, what would you say is the most rewarding part of your career?
The most rewarding part is helping families. I've known close friends, families that have been in financial trouble, and just seeing the burden it's put on their family and the stress that it puts on their family. And then I've also seen the flip side of it, where people that have been really good with their money and have set themselves up to have financial freedom, and just the doors that opens. Not that money is everything in life, but it can help, and it can provide a lot of tools. And so just being able to provide that help and give good advice is by far the most rewarding part.
Gotcha. Yeah, awesome. So one thing that I'm pretty curious about is, so you were playing high intensity, like top quality, like sports for like basically your whole life, and like you're a top
Yeah.
performing student athlete, and then you played professionally. How did you use all that energy, and like how was that transition into the workplace from like the courts?
Yeah. It was an easy transition and it was also
Hmm.
a hard transition. The hard part was, I mean, basketball was literally my life from when I
Hmm.
was like first grade. Like everything I did was geared around that. And the way I was able to also be successful in the classroom was I'm just a competitor. I'm really
Yeah.
competitive, and whether that's on the court or whether that's in the classroom, I wanted to win.
Yeah.
And so that's what had driven me. But so the easy part of the transition was just the work ethic I learned along the way, and then also the ability to know how to fail, which
Hmm.
sounds interesting, but I mean, I think that's one of the biggest keys to success is knowing how to fail, because nobody ever goes through their whole life and just is success after success
No.
after
Hmm.
success. It's usually failure after failure after failure after
Yeah.
failure until you finally get a breakthrough, and then you start to taste some of that success. And even then, there's never a plateau where you're just like, all right, I'm on top of the world. I'm
Yeah.
successful. There's always room to
Hmm.
improve. And in basketball, I mean, there's you fail a lot, you lose a lot, you learn from it, and being able to deal with that, because I don't think everyone knows how to deal with that. And then also in this job, I mean, I had already mentioned, the first few years is more of a sales. You got to build up new
Hmm.
clients, you got to meet people, and you're getting told no a lot, and it's just
Yeah.
part of it, and being able to deal
Uh-huh.
with that. So for me, that was the easier part of the transition, was just the work ethic, and just learning how to fail. The hard part was, in basketball, I literally worked out for a job.
Hmm.
So I would go,
Yeah.
work. You can only work out so much in a day, and then I come home and take a nap, and then,
Yeah.
recover from there. So there's
Uh-huh.
no more of that, no more naps anymore.
I like how you said the failing was like the most important part of like succeeding. So might have to write that down. Some leadership advice with Mike Gessell.
Yeah.
Quick question:
Yeah.
what are some books and podcasts you listen to kind of familiarize yourself with the financial world, business world, keep you up to date?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Man, in college I read a lot. Now I read so much during work and so
Hmm.
much research reports, and it's just like at the end of the day I'm burnt out from reading. But I've one of my favorite, man, there's countless. Joshua Medcalf is someone that I like a lot. He's an author. He also has a podcast. Man, there's just so many good resources out there. Podcasts. Um, what's some of the ones I'm listening to recently? I listen to a lot of different podcasts. I listen to Odd Lots a lot. That's a lot about current market events.
Hmm.
Really, any podcast I'm listening today is about the markets and in
Gotcha.
general, just so I can better serve my clients. So I don't know, it's not a great answer, but
No, it's
No,
great.
that's,
so busy with work stuff, it's just, don't have as much time for that anymore.
oh no, yeah, that's fair. So,
Yeah, I guess coming to a close here, but I have to know, March is
Yeah.
coming quick. I can't believe the season's like half over. But as an ex-Iowa player,
Yeah.
Iowa's got Keegan Murray leading scorer in the nation right now. Where do you see them going this March?
I think they're definitely a tournament team. And college basketball, college sports in general, doesn't have to be basketball. It's just so hard because, you know, once you make the tournament, it doesn't matter if you're a 1 seed or you're 16 seed, you know, anyone can win. And a lot of it's about matchups. So, you know, I see them having the tools to get to that tournament, which is the first step. And, you know, if the matchups will line up for them, I could see them making a run. You know, like you said, Keegan Murray, he's unbelievable. I think he'll be a first-round draft pick at some point, maybe even after this year, as ending his sophomore year. Who knows? But he's fun to watch. They're just fun team to watch. So a lot better than the Illini.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you so much.
Right, Hayden.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming today. We like really appreciate your insight in the world of business and just like as a person as a whole. I will be making sure that we link your legendary dunk on this video so people can look back and see how you were in your college days. And yeah, just thank you so much for being here with us today. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
No, I thank you guys, and keep working hard. You know, college is some of the best times of your life, so enjoy that time, and cherish those friendships you make along the way too. Because you know, and that's part of business too. It's about who you know, and you know, you start networking now. You're gonna have plenty of classmates that go on to be really successful people, and you know, and maybe you guys can help each other along the way. So.
Yeah,
Enjoy it, make friends, and have fun along the way too.
Yeah, appreciate the time, the advice, and everything that you're doing for the world of business and everything that you did for Iowa. This guy made sure to put me on before the interview because I didn't grow up watching basketball, but man, I was watching some of your questions. I was like, dude, we're interviewing that guy, so we're really excited. And with that, I wanted to close our first M&G Career Spotlight interview. So we really appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.